Wait.
Maxwel, we did not have sex to get Natalia. I'm a surrogate mother to Natalia. Me and Maxwel, we were not in bed. That is why I've been lying to you, telling you that Maxwel raped me. It is because you didn't want to know the truth. The truth is that I did not have sex with Maxwel to get Natalia. In fact, it was extremely professional for me to get a baby for Maxwel.
Wait, what did you say? Are you the one talking? Ama umenikasirikia so far? Are you the one talking?
Nimekasirika juu you are talking about things you don't know. Talking about kukulana. Me and Maxwel, we did not have sex to get Natalia. Maxwel na bibi yake, of which I don't know where is the wife and I don't care. Maxwel na bibi yake, they agreed and paid me a lot of money to get a baby for Maxwel's family. I'm a surrogate parent to Natalia. That is why I said I have a right.
You want to mean that Maxwel has other wives? Wenye walikulipa.
Maxwel called me akiwa na bibi yake and I said I don't care about kama walikuwa bibi ama walikuwa na date. I don't know where Yada was that time. And Mimi, I got a child for that family. That is why I escaped from maternity.
Director.
Sikutaka Maxwel achukue mtoto wangu. Because the deal was I give birth to the baby na mtoto aende to Maxwel's family.
So my question is, nani hapati mtoto? Ni Maxwel ama ni bibi yake yako anapata mtoto? Ama what was the point?
Juzi, what don't you understand?
Mimi na wacha nikwambie. Yes, sikatai, but the point remains, mimi siwezi jua unless you tell me.
That is what I'm
mimi sibebangi mimba.
Of course you don't.
So unless you tell me, mimi nitajuaje?
That is what I want to explain to you. Maxwel paid me a lot of money to get a baby for him na bibi yake, of which the baby is not Yada. So that is why I said this Yada is yelling. Yada does not know anything about me and Maxwel.
So do you want to mean that Yada alikuwa side chick ama alikuwa nini?
That time alikuwa side chick. Some poor desperate.
Wait. Let me ask you something, huh? How did you know Yada?
Yada, we met through the same Maxwel. And I met Yada being Maxwel's ex-girlfriend. That is after I escaped from the maternity, nika escaped na mtoto. Because I didn't want to give out the baby to Maxwel. Like the deal was. In fact, niliona vile niliona huyo mtoto ni smart sana. Nikasema huyu sipeani. But the deal was mimi nizae mtoto na nimpene kwa Maxwel.
So you was paid when?
I was paid a lot of money. And that is why I did not go kuishi kwa my estate. Nilibeba mtoto wangu and we went to the streets.
Wait, Doreen. Umesema about ghetto. Can you tell me?
Juzi, after I gave birth to my baby, I figured out that siwezi peana mtoto mcute kama huyo to Maxwel. And I had been watching Maxwel since when I got pregnant for him. So this one has been a secret. Like I don't even know why I'm talking about it. Hii ni kitu yenye me and Maxwel we agreed never ever to talk about it. It was a very high, it was a high deal. Maxwel paid me, I got pregnant for him. The good thing is that I got pregnant and the baby was fine tukaenda the first scan. He paid me the full amount kwa the second scan. So when I gave birth to my baby, nilitoka from maternity. Kwanza nakumbuka nilitoka kama naumwa.
Pole. What, guys? These are the things we have never known, as in.
Alafu wewe juzi unaniambia unaniita hapa tuongelele family. What family? Do you know the pain I'm going through? Yaani nakuita kwangu in my mansion, unakuja unaanza kunitetesha. Do you know ningekuwa naishi hiyo life kutoka kitambo sana. Hiyo life ya high class ningekuwa naishi kutoka kitambo. Kwani after I was paid hiyo pesa kwa nini nilienda kuishi kwa ghetto? Because I was hiding. Maxwel was looking for me.
Umesema how did you meet Steve?
Steve we met akiwa kwa business zake, but I met Maxwel through Steve. Yeah, then that deal came. Bado Steve akiwa na Maxwel, but Steve hakujua. Steve was not involved. In fact, it was a secret. That is why Steve was supporting me hata after nimepata mtoto.
So okay, wait. Uniambia Steve mtoto ni wake?
niliambia Steve mtoto ni wake juu sikuwa na idea nitamuelezea aje, like how could I just tell Steve everything. Nika keep kama secret and Steve akakuwa akini support
for
1.5 years until the DNA was done and Steve akapatikana si baba mtoto, of which I knew si baba mtoto from the beginning.
Wait, Doreen, umesema about ghetto stuff, as in mbona ulikaa basi that kind of life ukijua that you have money? And wait, about Steve, umesema mlipatana aje?
Steve we met akiwa kwa business zake. He was an MC in an event yenye nili attend. That is when we met and tukaanza kudate, but I met Maxwel through Steve after I had dated Steve. So when I met Maxwel, that is when Maxwel na wife wake walienda OC na wakapata kwanza kwamba bibi yake hawezi kuwa pregnant. But maybe that time I was getting closer and closer to Maxwel. Steve used to send me niende kwa business za Maxwel.
Wait, Maxwel umesema Steve mlipatana at an event akiwa as an MC, sio?
Yeah.
But what about Maxwel, though, if you get to that extent?
Maxwel was working with Steve. That is when Steve alinituma at one time nipeleke some documents kwa ofisi ya Maxwel. That day nikapata the secretary. The next day nikapata Maxwel. That is how we got to be close. Hata alikuanga anakuja kwa nyumba ya Steve, in fact. Anakuja, we talk, but that time he was that rich man. So when Steve also was rich, but Maxwel was very rich. He was like a boss to Steve. So Maxwel akanielezea one time nikiwa kwa ofisi yake kwamba they went to the hospital akiwa na wife yake, of which I don't know kama I've ever met the wife. They went to the hospital, wakaambiwa na daktari kwamba bibi yake hawezi beba full term pregnancy. So
but wait, alikuwa anashika mimba?
Yeah, na ana experience miscarriages. That is what Maxwel told me, of which I don't know kama kulikuwa na wife ama there was no wife. But me, that is not even my concern. So Maxwel thought of me as a potential, let me say, client. We spoke about it for almost 1 month. At first nilikuwa naogopa, then nikakubali. Maxwel paid me the first deposit, then the second amount in the first scan na the pesa yote in my second scan. So that I got pregnant for Maxwel na nikaificha kabisa from Steve. That is why Steve alikuwa anani support for 1.5 years.
So umesema ulificha kabisa from Steve ama ulimwambia later on?
Nilimwambia I'm pregnant ikiwa na 6 months. Because there has been a duration yenye si kuanga na Steve ya almost 6 months. So I was surprised, like how was I going to explain? That is why Steve wondered, like I got mtoto mwenye akopoa na alifikiria mtoto nilizaa mapema, but sikuzaa mapema, it was like full pregnancy. Nilipata mtoto. Maxwel had declared that anakuja mtoto after I give birth. So when I gave birth, nikacheki tu rada, I carried my baby tukatoka. I remember nilitoka na pain sana, by the way. In fact, when I got home, I was also bleeding.
Wait, ulitoka hospitali kama?
Nilitoka hospitali before ni dischargiwe. Kama tu nilizaa tu and I knew Maxwel was coming for the baby. That is, he came. He really came. And the doctor called me, but siku pick calls. In fact, hata nilitafuna hiyo SIM card. So they called me like natafutwa, nikaamua kujificha kabisa. Nikatoka penye nilikuwa naishi, hata Steve hakujua penye nilihamia. Nikaenda to the ghettos, nikatafuta a small house, nikaanza kuishi hapo. That is why nimekuwa nikiishi in the streets. But money, I had money. That is why ile siku ulikuja kwangu uliniuliza mbona niko na vitu expensive na naishi mahali kama hapo. It is because I was hiding. Maxwel wanted to get this baby from the beginning kabisa.
So because I
did not have a right kukaa na mtoto anytime after I gave birth. I was supposed to give this baby to Maxwel's family nikishamaliza kuzaa tu. That was the deal, but nika feel that bond kati yangu na mtoto. That is why I went and I hid mtoto. Nikakaa na yeye akiwa almost 6 months ndo Steve alijua penye nilikuwa naishi. But he was sending money all that time.
Steve now?
Yeah, Maxwel has never supported me. Tangu nitoroke na huyo mtoto, he has never supported me.